My name is Andrei, Jikh. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay Rugrats. Now, when it comes to storing that crypto, though, I keep it on two places, which is BlockFi and Voyager. For example, I keep my Bitcoin on Voyager. It's an incredible app that gives you 5.75% interest rate on your money, which is great, but their customer service.
A few moments later.
Voyager Digital just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and this is huge. This is going to affect the entire crypto.
Today, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Andreas Antonopoulos, considered to be the Bitcoin guru. Suggested to us by several previous witnesses, Mr. Antonopoulos is both an entrepreneur and author in the field of Bitcoin. He is a computer sciences graduate from University College London. His expertise includes Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, information security, cryptography, cloud computing, data centers, Linux, open source, and robotics software development. He has had over 200 articles published in print and is syndicated worldwide. In addition, he is a certified information systems security professional for over 12 years and is a permanent host on Let's Talk Bitcoin, a webcast devoted to Bitcoin. Mr. Antonopoulos is also a prolific public speaker, recently appearing at the Toronto Bitcoin Expo held earlier this year, which I must tell our committee, our analysts attended. He has literally, members of the committee, written the book on Bitcoin, which is entitled Mastering Bitcoin, Unlocking Digital Currencies. It is with great pleasure that I turn the floor over to Mr. Antonopoulos for his opening remarks, to be followed by your astute questions. Mr. Antonopoulos, welcome. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Chair and committee members. I appreciate the opportunity to contribute to these proceedings about digital currency. My experience is primarily in information security and network architecture. I have a master's degree in networks and distributed systems and have worked in the field since 1992. I spent 20 years working on networks and data centers for financial services companies before I found Bitcoin in late 2011. I've been working full-time in the Bitcoin space for the past 2 years and written a book on Bitcoin for software developers. Today I welcome the opportunity to talk to you about Bitcoin security.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the idea that there are different classes of ownership in cryptocurrencies. Not everyone who owns cryptocurrency owns it at the same level. Think about aviation, right? When you get into a commercial flight, maybe you are in first class, maybe you're in business class, maybe you're in economy, maybe you're in basic economy, or maybe you're flying standby. So you have a ticket, but you don't yet have a seat allocated. And if you look at cryptocurrency ownership from the same perspective, there are different levels of cryptocurrency ownership. So let's look at some of these levels and see what they mean. One of the reasons there's a lot of excitement about cryptocurrency is the announcement of some big financial institutions that they have now entered the cryptocurrency space. Specifically, PayPal announced a few months back that they would now make Bitcoin available to their customers, and their customers can buy and sell Bitcoin. If you looked at the fine print, you would have noticed something peculiar, and that is that you cannot withdraw your Bitcoin. So there is no mechanism to actually take custody of Bitcoin once you've bought it from PayPal. And this is not just PayPal that does this. We see the same pattern with companies like Robinhood, which is a broker trader for stocks. And in that case, again, you can buy and you can sell, but you can't withdraw. Long before either of these two companies were available to retail investors, another company called Grayscale Investments that has an index fund called GBTC offered a way to be exposed to the price of crypto for accredited investors, where you could buy and sell GBTC shares, and you have a share in a trust that owns Bitcoin, and the share value represents the price of the underlying asset, Bitcoin in this case, that is held in trust for you as it fluctuates. So again, you get price exposure. Now, again, you can't withdraw the Bitcoin, so you never have real control over the Bitcoin. All you're getting is price exposure. And I really compare that directly to having a ticket to fly, but you're flying standby. There isn't actually a seat allocated to you on the aircraft.
Simple rule. If you control the keys, it's your Bitcoin. If you don't control the keys, it's not your Bitcoin. Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin.